Good morning. We are leaving Lochranza on the Clonegg ferry. It is John's birthday. I've never been in this ferry before. So what a nice wee view. See you in quite a few hours, Lochranza. Just got to show you this amazing view. So that's Lochranza in there. I've never seen this view of Arran. Look at this. And on a day like today, you actually wonder why people go abroad for their holidays. If only we had this weather all the time. But oh, magnificent, magnificent. Sea's quite calm, which is interesting and very useful to know today, for reasons that will become apparent later on in this video. First stop on the mega journey today, Inverary. If you've never been here, it's well worth a visit. Lovely little harbour, George Hotel, which we've stayed in, cracking whiskey bar in there, and we're just stopping for a quick pit stop to get a coffee and a bacon roll. And here we are at Sandbank Marina. What a lovely setting. And we're here to collect John's birthday present. He's waiting very patiently for me. Okay, so that is the boat. And as you can see, it is a motor sailor. And the plan is that John and his companion are going to sail this back to Arran, and I am going to drive the car back. Now, I've got to say straight off, I don't know much about boats, but I know this one hasn't been anywhere for a while, because there's a fair amount of weed and mussels, and I'm a wee bit concerned about that. So, checking things in preparation to start the engine. I think this is going to be long and complicated. Well, I'll just wait here until I think they're all okay, and when they're ready they will start the engine, but we may be a little while yet. So they're just scraping off some of the seaweed growth. Engine is running, apparently quite happily. Apparently the water coming out there is what you should be seeing. So they're almost ready to go. So John is using the garden hoe to scrape some of the mussels and seaweed that you can clearly see there. And along here, scraping that off to make the boat a little bit more streamlined. But engine's still running nicely. That's been running about 10 minutes now. rudder's clear-ish. Well, that was close. 4:30, just made it onto the ferry. That is Cloneg, and I'll show you Lochranza shortly while I catch my breath. John's gonna go home.
Macaroni expert. Here we are, off the coast of Arran. Going up round the point to Lochranza. It's on the hill.
Well, that has been a really long day, and it is 8:52. So we left here this morning, left the house just before 7:30, and they should be coming round at that point within the next 5 minutes or so. So, sun is setting. They will get here before dark, and then they've got to moor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here they come, and I am out here. It is... the air is full of midges. I am getting eaten alive. I am watching them on my hands. They are biting my face. But I am so glad to see my husband and his friend coming in safely. So I'm at the ferry terminal. They have only, oh God, a short distance to go. And I've never been so relieved to see them. It puts me in mind of the fact that years and years ago, sorry, the midges are really biting. Years and years ago, fishermen's wives used to wait for their men coming back from fishing, which is a terribly dangerous occupation. And I know now how they feel. And I'm going to stop filming now because I'm fed up being a buffet for the midges. And they've arrived. Look at the sunset. Magnificent. I'm going to be quick because the midges are still out. Goodness me, look, you can actually see the midges. Oh, and I can feel them. Oh, to hell with this, back to the car. We're having a dry land moment. So this is the tender or dinghy for John's boat, which we have now blown up and left it overnight and assured ourselves that there are no leaks. And John is just adding a lifeline. So, news to me. If you fall out your yacht or your boat or whatever,
Make sure you get back in it.
Then the lifeline is something that you can grab to get yourself back in. So if I fall out this dinghy at sea, I assumed, because I'm not a boaty person, that you would just try and climb in over the side. But then I said to John, but surely then it would tip up and you'd end up upside down underneath the dinghy. And he informed me that you grab the lifeline and you get yourself to the back of the boat and you haul yourself in the back because it is then more stable. There you go, a thing I didn't know. So there's no real test for whether there's any water coming in or not into the dinghy until you're out there with a fairly substantial weight on it. So apart from testing the water tightness of this dinghy, John is also going to the boat to bring a couple of things off it. It's a pretty nice wee boat, it's sitting there nice now. The plan is, in the next few days or so, to arrange for it to be brought onto the shore near the castle and he'll begin anti-fouling it. So I forgot to mention, if you want to see a video on John servicing his outboard engine, which is an auxiliary engine for this motor sailor, then watch next week. Thanks for watching.